Well, here we are. Part 4, people. And this is going to be neat, as we have a real park the Simpsons are going to explore today. Epcot! Yeah, this feels massively inappropriate. Not the same thing, but hey, it was supposed to be Westcott at some point, so it's close enough. Let's get right into things. Episode 7 of Season 14, Special Edna. Welcome back to the Simpsons in Theme Parks Retrospective. The Simpsons in Theme Parks. The episode begins as Miss Krabappel assigns her students a report on World War I.
Was that the war with Hitler or Merlin?
Oh, you idiot. Merlin was in Vietnam.
No. That was the Battle of Hollow Bastion. Easy mistake to make, though. The episode quickly establishes that Skinner has a habit of blowing off dates with Edna for the sake of taking care of his mother, much to her frustration. Meanwhile, Bart ends up getting rather distracted away from his paper.
Uncle Slam has defeated Osama bin Laden.
Good God, I am glad this came out in 2003. Could you imagine the weird-ass wrestling bit that had come out in today's politics? Because I can't. No, I said I can't. I don't have a bit here. I literally can't. Keep up! Bart continues to attempt to write his paper, only for different distractions to get in the way.
Hey, Bart! Wanna go for a ride in my uncle's Black Hawk helicopter? Attention, teenage boys! Take your hands off my daughter! I'll kiss each other!
Well, Bart and Milhouse just, at gunpoint, forced a bunch of guys to sexually assault each other. Wow, just wow. What do you even say about this BS? Due to rushing last minute, Bart initially fails to write his paper, causing Edna to hold him back after class to redo it properly with her help. This results in another attempt for Skinner to flirt with Edna in front of him, only to be once again called away by his mother, much to Edna's frustration.
Since we're both free, why don't you and me hit the town?
A pity date from a 10-year-old? I'll take it.
Mr. Krabappel, step away from the child.
After that bit of yikes, Lisa convinces Bart to nominate Mrs. Krabappel for Teacher of the Year in order to help cheer her up.
I'd like to nominate my teacher, Mrs. Krabappel. She never gave up on me, Bart Simpson.
The Bart Simpson? If she's danced with the devil in the blue shorts and lived, we have ourselves a nominee.
And lived? Dear God, how many teachers have you killed before, Bart?
How does it feel to be nominated for Teacher of the Year?
I can't believe it. This, after I accidentally showed the R-rated Romeo and Juliet. I thought that nipple would haunt me forever.
Okay, between the date and that joke, holy hell! Were 2000s really that casual about the grooming of minors? What the hell is wrong with you people?
There's one person I'd like to thank for this. Bart Simpson.
Watch this, Lise. You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now. So because I nominated Mrs. K, our whole family gets a free trip to the awards ceremony in Orlando.
Wait a minute. I know where we're going. Oh, it's even boring to fly over it.
Casual tourist. Can't appreciate the art right in front of him. A shame, really.
The future sphere. It's what people in 1965 imagined what life would be like in 1987.
Where do we even begin? Okay, first off, you are way off on your dates. The park opened in 1982. Nothing like the 60s. Also, it's called Spaceship Earth, you damn tourist!
Eastern Airlines presents The World of Tomorrow. Don't walk, fly in your personal Eastern Airlines air buggy. And say goodbye to the Cola Wars. The victor, Eastern Airlines Cola. Because at Eastern Airlines, world conquest is part of our master plan.
Corporate sponsorship! For when you're sold, this isn't valuable enough.
Welcome to the electric car of the future, sponsored by the gasoline producers of America.
Hello, I'm an electric car. I can't go very fast, and if you drive me, people will think you're gay.
Well, at least they sound accurate in my case. Demisexual and proud, damn it. Skinner back home ends up getting insecure about Edna being in Orlando while he's still back in Springfield. causing him to rush to Orlando to be with her. Meanwhile, though, the Simpsons sit down in the Italy pavilion for lunch.
This restaurant is so international. La pizza, their hamburger, Signor grilled cheese.
Okay, let's be honest. This episode is far from a good representation of Epcot, even in a parody sense. Don't get me wrong, it's funny. Very funny. But the gags and setups clearly indicate less experience with the park itself and the actual experience of attending, and more with the reputation of Epcot at the time. This isn't anywhere near a representation of Epcot as a park, but more of what people who haven't experienced it thought it was based on secondhand accounts. Which begs the question, why do they use the actual Epcot as opposed to a parody proxy? Sure, they changed one letter of the name, but that was clearly to avoid copyright. But seriously, between a blatant misunderstanding of Spaceship Earth, the ride has always been about the history of communication, the very inaccurate representation about the dining options, and other jokes we'll get to later, I really gotta question why they decided to have the Simpsons visit a real-world park, only to represent it this far removed from the actual experience of that park. Just goes to show how different something's reputation can be from reality, huh? That evening, Skinner arrives to spend time with Edna, only to reveal that Skinner brought his mother along, much to Edna's anger.
Ugh, I am tired of sharing you with your mother.
This woman carried me for 9.5 months.
No, that was the actual Seymour Skinner she did that for. You know, the one you pushed off on a rail 5 seasons ago. You're just the guy who stole his name and job prospects. Stop lying already. Jeez.
Hey, Skinner, do you and Edna want to join Marge and me at Great Moments with Mr. Eisner?
You think they ever changed that out when Disney got a new CEO? Like when they changed it out for Iger and now Tomorrow? Interesting.
We're all gonna be rich!
They broke even.
That's good satire.
Capitalism! The roller coaster that hurts everyone. Well, except those who can afford the medical bills.
Mom? Is that Principal Skinner sleeping in the bed of tomorrow?
Just don't think about it.
Rise and shine, sleepyhead.
He's never going to get up. He's got no legs.
We can't, you old fool! We're wolfing to the seats!
You'll need to take urine tests to prove you're not taking teaching-enhancing drugs.
What the hell is that guy on? And can I get some? Might make my show more educational.
Our winner will receive enough money so they'll never have to teach again.
Good Lord. I may lose Edna forever. I've got to stop her from winning. Then she'll be broken, miserable, and mine.
Okay, what is with this episode and making everyone absolutely horrible? Skinner's a douchebag who can't read the room if it was in bright neon, then tries to sabotage a woman's happiness for the sake of his own. Homer is a judgmental prick who's closed himself off to new potential. Edna's a fucking groomer. Bart harassed innocent people with a Black Hawk helicopter, then forced them to commit sexual assault on each other. Everyone in this episode is downright horrible. Who the hell am I supposed to root for here? Oh, I see the problem. I put an episode of Always Sunny by mistake. Now let's check that out. Ooh. Never mind.
Seymour? Glad you're here. You can help me play Halloween Hit and Run.
To think the Disney Corporation will put such a violent game in their parks. Truly shameful. Next thing you know, they're putting a shooting gallery.
I need you to sabotage her chances of winning tonight.
I'm in. I'll humiliate the love of your life. Because I like you, I'll even do it pro boner.
Ha! Boners. That joke never gets old.
This is the worst thing I've ever done. Even worse than what I did in Nam. You're gonna get your parade down my esophagus.
No. The worst thing you did in Nam was steal a man's identity and claim it as your own. Don't think we forgot that, Mr. Tamzarian.
And now, to present our final award for Teacher of the Year, Little Richard.
Purple Rain!
Shut up!
Michael Jackson just told me to shut up.
Bart is made to ask Edna a question for the competition. Bart pretending to be illiterate in order to make Edna look bad, causing Skinner to finally take action to amend his horrid behavior.
He's good around the party, too.
Why did you need to state that? That was never in dispute. Why did you need to clarify that, Marge?
Skinner stands tall and makes his way to the stage to admit his mistakes, finally standing up to his mother and standing by his girlfriend.
Wait, it gets better. Edna Krabappel, will you marry me?
Come on, Edna, just say no. I mean, even after this attempt at a last-minute redemption, he has in no way showed the maturity or decency that you deserve as a woman. Well, you're a groomer anyway. Moving on. You idiots deserve each other.
In the end, Edna may have lost the competition, but Skinner and her find solace in one another, leaving only one last thing to end things out.
One churro, please.
That'll be $14.
The truest money sink there ever was. Anyway, that's the Epcot episode, and it's a mixed bag.
Epcot is my favorite of the Florida Four. I love the theming, the artistry, the ideals, and the vibes, and sad to say, this episode is far from a good representation of it. This episode came out in early 2003, and frankly, even for the time, this feels less like a parody of Epcot and more like a parody of the public perception of Epcot. Two things which have never at any point in the park's history ever been one and the same. The episode also makes it really hard to root for basically anyone, as no one comes out of the events of this story in a likable light, even with Skinner's attempt at a last-minute redemption. But despite all those issues, the episode is still really damn funny, and given this is a situational comedy, a sitcom, if you will, I can't in good conscience call it bad so long as it accomplished that goal. And this episode did with flying colors. So, overall, I'd give this episode a C. A passing grade, but quite a few too many issues to hold it back. As for this bizarro version of Epcot, I'd say a B. It still seems like an interesting park in its own right, despite not representing the real one all that well. I wouldn't trade the real Epcot for it, not in a heartbeat, but hey, if given the option to give it a look, it seems fun enough.
And, well, that's all 4 of the Simpsons theme park episodes. But stick around, because we are not quite done. Join us next time as we explore all of the theme park sequences in non-theme park episodes. Dear God, there's gonna be a lot of those. Frick. What was I thinking? This whole thing was a mistake. Greetings, explorers! Please take the time to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications for when new videos come out. If you'd like to support our adventures, you can check out our Patreon or purchase merch from the link below in the description. Thank you for watching, and have a magical day.